Feng Qing'er's deep-seated hatred for Xiao Yan stemmed from more than just his public defeat of her, the foremost genius of Wind Lightning Pavilion. He had also transformed her ancestors' wings into bone wings, and even used ancestral blood essence to concoct pills for his wife, Medusa. In the previous episode, Xiao Yan readily accepted Feng Qing'er's challenge at the Four Pavilions Assembly. However, upon seeing the colossal illusion of a phoenix behind Feng Qing'er, a chill crept into his heart. While he suspected her true identity might not be that of an ordinary magical beast, he never anticipated she belonged to the celestial demon Phoenix clan. Feeling the fluctuating crimson and azure blood within the jade bottle in his storage ring, Xiao Yan cursed inwardly. He hadn't expected even this refined blood to exhibit such peculiar changes upon encountering a member of the celestial demon Phoenix clan. To avoid trouble, Xiao Yan quickly focused on suppressing the fluctuations. He couldn't afford for Feng Qing'er to notice these few drops of blood. With the strength of the celestial demon Phoenix clan, it would pose quite a challenge. As Xiao Yan pondered his next move, a sinister black light suddenly burst forth from the illusion. He could sense the terrifying energy contained within. A direct hit from it would, at his current strength, at least result in severe injury. Feng Qing'er watched Xiao Yan evading in the air, a mocking smirk playing on her lips. With a cold sneer, she taunted, "Xiao Yan, the power of the sacred illusion is unavoidable. It will hunt you down for the rest of your days." Ignoring Feng Qing'er's derisive laughter, Xiao Yan continued to wield his heavy ruler with the full force of the 3,000 Thunder movement. Yet the dark streak's speed showed no sign of slowing, indicating that ordinary attacks had little effect against the power of this sacred illusion. To destroy it, one must wield a power more terrifying than its own. As the thought crossed Xiao Yan's mind, a heavenly flame quietly materialized in the palm of his hand, its terrifying heat instantly scorching the sky. The emergence of 3 distinct heavenly flames immediately caused a stir, even eliciting a hint of astonishment from the 4 Dou Zuns seated above. Though they had seen heavenly flames before, never had they encountered someone harboring 3. The Dou Zun of Wind pondered, could this be the flame mantra? That stubborn old man actually entrusted such a technique to Xiao Yan. Without hesitation, Xiao Yan swiftly fused the 3 heavenly flames together amidst the onlookers' astonishment. The moment the tricolored lotus flame appeared, the energy of the heavens and earth surged violently. Upon the seats, the Dou Zun of Thunder and his peers wore slightly grave expressions, sensing a dangerous aura within the tricolored lotus flame. Meanwhile, a satisfied smile adorned the face of the Dou Zun of Wind, evidently pleased with the elder Pill's disciple. With the formation of the tricolored lotus flame, Xiao Yan finally breathed a long sigh, dispelling the frustration from his earlier escape. Gazing at Feng Qing'er in the sky, he let out a hearty laugh. "Angry Buddha lotus flame, annihilate all!" Feng Qing'er, facing the onslaught of the fiery lotus, finally showed a hint of emotion on her icy countenance. At this moment, she realized that if she continued to underestimate Xiao Yan, a youth nearly her age, she would likely be the one to suffer in the end. With lightning-like speed, she conjured a dazzling array of imprints in her hand. Feng Qing'er shout, "Celestial Demon Phoenix Bell!" Behind Feng Qing'er, the massive illusory black phoenix seemed to come back to life, enveloping her completely. After a moment, it condensed into a colossal black bell spanning dozens of yards. Upon seeing this, the 4 great dignitaries seated above wore slightly solemn expressions. They had heard of this object before. Legend has it that the celestial demon Phoenix Bell was created by an elder of the celestial demon Phoenix clan who had reached the level of Dao Sheng. Not only was its defensive power formidable, but it could also unleash extremely sharp sonic waves, making it formidable both offensively and defensively. Few in the same tier could break it. However, it was clear that Feng Qing'er had only scratched the surface of its potential. If those ancient and tenacious celestial demon phoenixes were to wield it, the entire vicinity for miles would likely be devastated. Yet in the eyes of the onlookers, while Feng Qing'er's celestial demon Phoenix Bell was indeed formidable, the power of Xiao Yan's tricolored lotus flame was equally terrifying. Especially the destructive force contained within it made even the Dou Zun of Thunder, such a powerful figure, faintly wary. At the moment of their collision, a vast sea of flames surged across the entire sky above Thunder Mountain. For a moment, everyone in the arena trembled. If the sea of fire descended further, this entire Thunder Mountain would likely be utterly destroyed. The Dou Zun of Thunder breathed a sigh of relief as he saw the massive black bell relatively unscathed amidst the waves of tricolored flames. As long as Feng Qing'er could withstand this attack, the contest would undoubtedly end in her victory. However, at that moment, a crisp cracking sound quietly rang out, and tiny cracks began to spread silently across the surface of the giant bell. Feng Qing'er's celestial demon phoenix. Bell couldn't withstand the onslaught of the fiery Lotus. Thunder Dou Zun's face darkened abruptly, a turn of events he hadn't anticipated. Meanwhile, a smile crept onto the Wind Dou Zun's face. Xiao Yan's performance had pleased him from the start. Originally, he had only expected Xiao Yan not to lose too miserably in this battle. Defeating the opponent had not been his primary concern. After all, Feng Qing'er was no ordinary opponent. On the edge of the square, Mu Qingwan, Tang Ying, and the pale-faced Wang Chun also looked on in shock at the endless sea of fire in the sky, especially Wang Chen, who almost felt his legs go weak. If Xiao Yan had unleashed the tri-colored lotus flame during their previous confrontation, he might not have had a chance to escape at all. As the crack spread to every corner of the giant bell, it finally couldn't hold up any longer, bursting open with a thunderous roar. Watching Feng Qing'er, injured and fallen, a chorus of gasps erupted from the surrounding square. Today marked the most humiliating defeat she had suffered in years. Just as Feng Qing'er, unwillingly, was about to muster the last of her Du Qi to launch another attack, Xiao Yan's figure suddenly appeared before her like a ghost, grabbing her slender neck. A voice filled with icy, killing intent slowly rang out. "You've lost." At this moment, Thunder Dou Zun's expression on the seats darkened considerably. With things unfolding this way, he couldn't confront Xiao Yan today. In contrast, the Wind Dou Zun's face was filled with smiles. The Wind Dou Zun thought to himself, "That old stubborn man's insight remains as sharp as ever. Where did he find such an outstanding disciple?" With Xiao Yan locking Feng Qing'er's neck in the center of the arena, her expression stiffened considerably. She didn't even doubt that if it came down to it, Xiao Yan would indeed take ruthless action. Yet, as the hint of fear rose in Feng Qing'er's heart, it was quickly replaced by anger and humiliation. After all, with her status and strength, she had never been treated like this before. With this thought, a black flame slowly overflowed from within her. Seeing Feng Qing'er still stubbornly unyielding, Xiao Yan immediately suppressed the black flame with his crystal lotus heart fire, saying, "Back off. Do you really think I wouldn't dare to kill you?" Before Xiao Yan could finish his sentence, his expression suddenly changed. A jade bottle suddenly flashed out of his storage ring, emitting a powerful energy fluctuation from its green and red liquid. The sudden turn of events left many people stunned. Xiao Yan was the first to regain his composure, swiftly collecting the item into his storage ring like lightning. Many didn't see what had happened. Even Thunder Dou Zun and others only sensed a wave of energy before it quickly disappeared. Feng Qing'er, however, stared fixedly at Xiao Yan's storage ring. Though she couldn't see what it was, she could feel her blood boiling at its appearance. After a brief moment of contemplation, Feng Qing'er's delicate body trembled violently, a hint of shock gradually emerging in her eyes. "Ancient Phoenix blood essence? You're really bold. You dare to meddle with the possessions of my celestial demon Phoenix clan. Hand over what you took earlier." The sudden change in the arena left everyone bewildered. After a moment of confusion, Thunder Dou Zun appeared in the center of the arena. As soon as he appeared, the Wind Dou Zun also suddenly appeared beside Xiao Yan, shielding him. He looked sternly at Feng Qing'er and said, "Winning or losing in a contest is common. While you are from the Celestial Demon Phoenix clan, don't assume that you can act recklessly in the Central Plains." Hearing the Wind Dou Zun's words, Feng Qing'er didn't dare to argue. Even though the Dou Zun-level experts were considered top-tier within their Celestial Demon Phoenix clan, there was still the Falling Star Pavilion behind them. However, Feng Qing'er explained that she wasn't causing trouble but reacting to the sensing of the ancient phoenix blood essence, a major taboo for her clan. If she reported this to her clan, there would definitely be an execution team sent to resolve it. If Xiao Yan wanted to prove his innocence, she suggested he undergo the search technique within the clan. If the matter remained unresolved, she would apologize. The Wind Dou Zun's expression darkened, and he hesitated. He knew a bit about the rules of the Celestial Demon Phoenix clan, and Feng Qing'er's request seemed reasonable. However, he was worried that if Xiao Yan did possess the ancient phoenix blood essence, he would end up on the blacklist of the Celestial Demon Phoenix clan. On the side, Xiao Yan glanced lightly at Feng Qing'er, then smirked, saying, "All right, I'll let you use the search technique." Hearing this, the Wind Dou Zun looked at Xiao Yan with concern. "Are you sure there's no problem?" Xiao Yan replied, "Elder Wind, please rest assured. A clear conscience fears no slander. I've seen plenty of these petty tricks used to slander the winner over the years. There's nothing surprising about it." Upon hearing Xiao Yan's words, the Wind Dou Zun felt slightly reassured. Since Xiao Yan dared to say this, he must have some confidence. Feng Qing'er, on the other hand, was not pleased with Xiao Yan's words. She sneered, "You can say whatever you want. If I find anything during the search, I'll make sure you don't get away with it." Then, with a flick of her finger, a drop of blood formed mystical runes. As the red light enveloped Xiao Yan's body, he felt a sense of being scrutinized, but he showed no signs of concern. He dared to let Feng Qing'er search him publicly, indicating his confidence in concealing the ancient phoenix blood essence. After the search continued for a moment without any anomalies, Feng Qing'er's expression became increasingly unpleasant. In the end, she could only glare at Xiao Yan resentfully and say, "I won't let this matter go so easily." Xiao Yan replied, "Miss Feng seems to have forgotten something, haven't you? As the chief disciple of the Wind Lightning Pavilion, I believe you won't go back on your word, right?" Feng Qing'er's face turned pale at Xiao Yan's words, and after a while she begrudgingly muttered through gritted teeth, "I'm sorry." Xiao Yan, after smiling, couldn't be bothered to argue with her any longer. Seeing the matter resolved, the Wind Dou Zun also breathed a sigh of relief. Now that the contest's outcome was clear, the feud between Xiao Yan and the Wind Lightning Pavilion would naturally be settled. The Wind Dou Zun glanced at the somewhat grim-faced Thunder Dou Zun and chuckled. "It seems today's Four Pavilions Assembly might be difficult to continue. In terms of strength, Wind Lightning Pavilion does indeed hold the upper hand. It appears that the position of the chief of the Four Pavilions will remain in the hands of Wind Lightning Pavilion." Upon hearing this, the expression on the face of the Thunder Dou Zun eased slightly. Meanwhile, the Sword Dou Zun and the Yellow Spring Dou Zun, after a moment of hesitation, could only nod. Tang Ying from the 10,000 Swords Pavilion couldn't possibly match Feng Qing'er. And as for Wang Chun from the Yellow Spring Pavilion, he was half crippled by Xiao Yan from the start. How could he compete? Then the Wind Dou Zun smiled and gestured to the Thunder Dou Zun. "Since the assembly is over, I won't linger. If time permits in the future, I shall pay another visit. Farewell." With that, he conjured a giant eagle, carrying Xiao Yan, Lin Yan, Mu Qingluan, and others, and soared away from the Wind Lightning Mountain range. Watching the direction in which the giant eagle disappeared, the Thunder Dou Zun's face gradually darkened. He instructed Feng Qing'er to inform the Celestial Demon Phoenix clan about Xiao Yan's possession of the ancient phoenix blood essence. If the Falling Star Pavilion intervened, it shouldn't be difficult for the Celestial Demon Phoenix clan to deal with them given their strength. As he finished speaking, a sinister smile crept onto the Thunder Dou Zun's face. "Since you refuse to give up the 3,000 Thunder movement, then I'll make sure you can't use any other Dou skills in the future."